My name is Jeffery Liu, and I run a company called Xanpay. We are a payments and a liquidity network where we essentially facilitate cross-border transfers using stablecoins to make that whole process cheaper and faster than before. So if you look at Asia Pacific as a continent, you realize that fintech is booming. Every other quarter you see 2-3 dozens payment, e-wallet, stored value facility kind of fintech company popping up. So because of this, right, I definitely see interoperability being the biggest opportunity out there. Connecting all of these different fintech players, their respective currencies and infrastructure will be the biggest opportunity. Right now, what we're seeing at this point in time is, especially in the last year with capital markets and FX markets being so volatile, there has a greater demand for holding stablecoin, which in reality just means more and more businesses want to hold the US dollar, as most stablecoins are denominated or pegged to US dollars. As long as currency market volatility continues, I definitely see stablecoin adoption to continue to grow. So when it comes to alternative payment methods in Asia Pacific, let's not talk about top 2 or top 3, right? The main benefit is that there is a very high amount of penetration that alternative payment methods actually have. So when you look at completion rates across the region, alternative payment methods have traditional payment methods like Visa, Master, or wire transfers beat by a very, very high margin. In some countries like Vietnam, for example, we're seeing card completion rates to be sub 20%, whereas local alternative payment method rates as high as 80%. So when it comes to payments, it really is a commodity service, right? It's a thing that you do to buy or get what you actually really want. And because it is a commodity service, people only care about 3 things: price, convenience, and cost. So Xanpay, using stablecoins to facilitate cross-border payments, it is very evident from a price perspective that we are quite a bit more competitive than existing cross-border payment solutions. And from a speed perspective, our settlement rates also tend to be a bit faster. I think in here, right, I have to sort of reframe the question a little bit. In traditional payments, fraud usually happens when credit cards are stolen, right, and someone else accesses your financials to be able to spend on your behalf, right, which is not what you wanted as a consumer. So a few things that Xanpay has to do here, right? On one end, we have to make sure that the person who signed up to an account with us to make payments to merchants is actually the intended person or the person who sent the money and intended to buy this product, right? That's the first thing. And that process at this point is automated via liveliness checks on the application itself. Another part that's very important is making sure your merchants are good quality merchants, not merchants that tend to have poor reputations, right? Because if the merchant's product and business is good, right, and it's actually desired by customers for itself, then these sorts of fraud cases will also greatly reduce. Xanpay is always looking to, on one hand, share our learnings, and on the other hand, learn from other fintech and finance players in the region. FinTech Connect is very helpful to us in this regard. It's always fun coming here, listening to other people's stories.